Welcome to the Will Studios. I'm Will, and I'm drawing a comic book today. I did the line work for this page 3 of Release. First two pages, for anyone just joining me and who doesn't follow me, we got Android blows up facility and launches himself away. And now we're going to meet the main character of the story, Hayden. And Hayden is watching a podcast. These two guys are talking. One of them very optimistic about the current state of the world. One of them very pessimistic. And I've already shaded my sort of lean Joe Rogan over here. I'm debating on making him, should he be a real life person or should I make it be like a Wizard of Oz situation where it's like he's like a futuristic VTuber powered by AI. Who knows? I should make him a real person. We'll see. But I made this layer down here, so I could have everyone silhouetted. So now I can, hold on, oh yeah, bring that down to like 5%. Now I can select him, bring it up to my shading layer, and now I can't go outside the lines. I was old when I obtained a tablet and started drawing seriously, so I feel like if I had started this when I was 15, 16 or something, I would have had a much better. I'd probably know all the hotkeys. I'd probably know just exactly what to do. But I do everything the hard way because I'm functionally retarded. Talking and drawing with Will. I was looking at campaigns today. Like, I was scrolling through my Twitter. And I think last episode I talked about this, the Zachary, the guy that does Voyage. And I really ought to be better about remembering people's names and being more respectful. Because he might be listening to this. But I don't know the guy. And he had posted about, his comic not doing very well, and it's really hard on him. And I felt that myself, because I've been working on this and bartending, and like every time I go into work, it's like I should be drawing. I should be at home. I should be drawing. I get it. And especially when you have a family to take care of and everything. So you really do have to love it to be doing this. But yeah, I looked at his, because I don't want to be in the same boat. I don't want to just accept my fate like that and be like, well, I guess I'll just be like that guy. I'll just be plugging away in the shadows because, hey, I was never a pro, right? I don't have a huge audience. Who the fuck am I? I need to... Is that what I need to do? The other guy came together, so maybe because I'm talking this time while I'm trying to color. Anyway. But apparently he does stream and stuff. I didn't like check out his YouTube yet. Like, man, what if I go there and he's just doing the exact same thing I am? You gotta change the formula. If something's not working, you gotta change the formula. You know? You can't be... You don't want to be like Bill Finger and I think Steve Ditko, the artists for Batman and Spider-Man, who put a ton of work into these characters and then didn't make any money, because there's the business people out there who are like, no, we should be making money, you know, and they're going to make it at any cost and at everyone else's expense. Make a goddamn... Wait, there we go. And we can't let them steal from us. And we got to do our best. Okay, so whatever I make, I got to make sure that I give it as good a chance as I can. I started doing this partially because I want to get on other people's streams, and before I ask to go on any, I want them to be able to look at my feed and say, okay, he's a human being. He's someone I can speak to and level with, and he's not crazy. But I'm looking at campaigns. Voyage seems to be about a purple alien just doing stuff in space. I can't tell. Before I speak too much more about him, I'm gonna like try to, because it may be that he's been promoting himself and I just never see it, because I only follow like 500 people on Twitter. Maybe I need to try harder to find these guys and show my support. But for the most part, the only people on my radar, because like I said, I only started really paying attention to other people's creative stuff back last summer, 2023. So a lot of people I'm like only just now finding out about. I see Vito has his Super Killer book going. But his problem is that everyone thinks he's a pedophile. Well, not everybody. Most people probably don't. But even the ones that don't are probably like, I'm sitting here and because I know the type of humor this guy goes for. For those of you who are listening right now who have no idea, because my only 5 followers are people I know, and they have no idea about these people. Vito's trying to be a comedian out there. He's the guy that went out after the Dave Chappelle controversy with Netflix and was like holding up a sign antagonizing the protesters out there. So he's like professional troll level on, you know, but he has a podcast now. It seems like he's trying to like be more legitimate in a way, because he's coming out with his own comic book, which he wrote and storyboarded, and he got his own artist, or he got a different artist, and so he's someone I might have to interact with. But then freaking he makes these jokes, the whole pedophile thing, he makes these jokes about pedos, and he tries to make a sober point about how like non-offending pedophiles should be treated and not victimized, you know, not villainized. We should stop the rhetoric of, hey, shoot a pedophile. But then, dude, if you say you're a fucking pedophile, that's basically like announcing to the world that you're holding back from attempting to have intercourse with children. And I think a lot of the childless, the grown children of the world, which that's who this guy is. That's who a lot. It's not even. I don't even feel like I'm being mean saying that, frankly, because some of my best friends are grown children. You know, they do not understand what this topic does to people. Or he knows very well what it does, and he did it for the attention, and he continues to... I mean, he's trying to move past it. It seems like he's kind of tired of being accused of being a pedophile. But I'm never going to let him around my kids. I don't think that would ever come about, so I don't feel, like, bad about commenting on his posts and trying to get him to notice me a little bit. Like, hey, maybe I'll come, maybe you can stream with me. Maybe you can visit my stream. May I have your audience, please? I have not really been trying to grow my own. I'm only just now starting to, try to make appearances on the internet. Since 2008. I occasionally, well, by occasion, I think the last time I did it was 4 years ago. That was longer than, it might have been like 6 years ago, because my daughter was like 2 at the time, where I Googled deep and found old episodes of my podcast that I did. And you know what? I think they hold up, personally. I think I had some great people there. Dan Guy and Corey. And we were pretty funny. I was much more loose then. I was much more like no filter, say whatever. I don't care if I sound crazy or who feels what way about anything that I say, because fuck them. You know, I'm bulletproof. I'm the man. That's not the attitude that I have right now. So I'm like, now I'm like this sensitive old mustachioed, fuck. Anyway. I'm only fragile when it comes to my art. I'm only fragile when it comes to, like, please like this. Somebody, please. And that's why I'm here. You know what? I think that's pretty much good enough, right? For now. I'll come back. This is, I'm putting out a rough draft of the first 25 pages so that I can get feedback, but I'm not gonna... The whole point is not to kill myself over details. Like, I would have spent time on this thumbnail if I wasn't committed to rough draft. But the rough draft might be the final draft. People might look at this and be like, you know what, this looks good. I like this. And the only thing that's really nagging me is, am I making a mistake using the paintbrush and shading it like this? But I could always... Let's get off that. If I just want to make it more subtle, and then use hash marks to make it pop more. But I'm chewing on that. This is why I have to do it digitally, because I'm so indecisive. If I had a bigger set of balls, I'd be doing this traditionally. I'd have a stack of paper next to me, but no. I'm gonna, I've been focusing on the dudes, and I can do the other guy later. I'll do, this is the sort of personal assistant. Who knows who watched episode 1? Anyway, everyone has their own customizable personal assistant. Some people's are going to look like Pokemon. I need to set aside some time, because I'm doing them kind of off the cuff. I should set aside some time to make like different ones and get some inspiration. That'll be a stream. I'll do a stream where I'm designing the little AI personal assistants for everybody, and I gotta match them to their personalities and stuff. Hayden picked this scantily clad flight attendant looking space flight attendant thing as his, because that's what I wanted to draw. And I felt like that could fit his personality, where he's like, he's into, because look at the gacha games these days, look at all those, that's only going to get more popular. That's only going to proliferate. It's going to seep into Western society, and you're going to have, pretty much what I designed here, which is like a blend, because I can't draw anime, dude. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to me to draw that way, so... Does he look cross-eyed? No. Maybe. I'll fix it when I come back. Should she have pupils here? I thought I had decided that I would not give her pupils, because I'm gonna, color that differently. I'm gonna give her, a bunch of lights in there. Anywho, I think this face might be a little bit too, maybe I need to bring it out a little bit more, or make this back eye a little bit smaller. Yeah. Does that look better or worse? Slightly better. But what I really need now, I'm realizing, is a little bit more hair right there. And now it looks better. These are the questions that you gotta answer as an artist. Why does this look fucked up to me? How do I make it look not fucked up? Sometimes it's an easy answer, sometimes it's not. This'll be... Well, let me shade her in. I almost said this was going to be a quick episode, because I'm at 20 minutes now, and I was getting kind of hungry. Yeah, this will be a quick episode today. I shaded in... Where are we at? Where's the shading at? Oh, I was looking at the wrong panel. Anyway, I shaded this guy So that's enough content for this morning. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back this afternoon with some kind of tutorial.